Hello friends, this video on Waves Part 15 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till Part 14 before going ahead with Part 15.
Here the problem says, using the equation V is equal to gamma P by rho to the power 1 by 2, explain why the speed of sound in air is independent of pressure, increases with temperature, and increases with humidity. So we will prove each of them one by one. So let us look at the first part. Now let us consider the first part first. Here we have to prove that velocity V is independent of pressure. Now in order to prove this, what we do, here we prove that this quantity P by rho is a constant. Now if we prove that P by rho is a constant, that will itself mean that velocity is independent of P, right? If I tell you that A is dependent on B, and then if I say that B is a constant, that means A is not dependent on B, right? Because since B is a constant, so A cannot depend on B as such, right? So that is what we will do here. Here we will prove that P by rho is a constant. Once we prove that, we can say that V is independent of P. So how do we do that? We will make use of Boyle's law. So from Boyle's law, we can say that pressure into volume is constant, because Boyle's law says that as pressure increases, volume decreases, and as pressure decreases, volume increases, right? So according to Boyle's law, product of pressure and volume is a constant. Now we also know that what is volume? Volume is nothing but mass per unit density, right? So this we can write as mass by density, that is rho. So we can write P into V. Instead of V, I can write mass by density is a constant. Now another point to see here is mass of the gas, that is M, remains constant throughout. So mass is constant, therefore we can say that P by rho is a constant. Now if P by rho is a constant, this implies that V is independent of P, that is pressure. Now let us look at the next part. In the next part, the question asks, we have to prove that V increases with temperature. That means V is directly proportional to temperature. So here we will make use of the ideal gas equation, which says that PV is equal to nRT, where N is the number of moles. For now, let us suppose that we are talking about 1 mole. So PV is equal to RT. So we can write P is equal to RT by V. So what are we trying to do here? Basically, we are aiming at writing the expression of V in terms of T. So we are converting P, that is pressure, in terms of T and V. Therefore, we can write the velocity as root over gamma into RT divided by rho into V, right? So what is this? This can be written as gamma RT divided by density into volume. What is density into volume? That is nothing but mass. Now as I mentioned previously also, mass of the gas will remain constant throughout. Temperature is constant. R is universal gas constant. So, gamma is a constant, R is constant, M is constant. So the only term left here is temperature. So we can say that velocity is proportional to root over T. Gamma is constant, right? What is gamma? Gamma is nothing but the ratio of the specific heats. So which is constant for monoatomic, diatomic and polyatomic gases. It has got specific values for each of them. So gamma is constant, R is anyways universal gas constant, and M, that is mass of the gas, remains constant throughout. So velocity is directly proportional to under root of temperature. This implies that as temperature increases, velocity also increases. So velocity is directly proportional to the temperature. Now let us look at the third part, which says that velocity increases with increase in humidity. So what do we mean by humidity? When we talk of humidity, we mean that when we say that the weather is humid, that means the air is not perfectly dry. The air is moist, right? So now let us suppose that we denote the velocity of sound in moist air by Vm. velocity of sound in dry air as Vd, density of sound in moist air as rho m, and density of sound in dry air as rho d. So m and d subscripts are used for moist air and dry air respectively. Now we will write the equation which we were using. So we can say that Vm is equal to root over gamma P divided by rho m. We can also say that Vd is equal to root over gamma P divided by rho d, because anyways gamma will remain constant and pressure will also remain constant. Now dividing these two equations, we can say that Vm divided by Vd will be equal to root over rho d divided by rho m. That is the density of dry air and moist air. Now density of moist air will be less than the density of dry air. Why is it so? Density in moist air will be less because whenever there is presence of water, so in case of a liquid, so it gets more liquid present in a moist air as compared to the dry air. So if you compare the moist air, the density will reduce, whereas in case of a solid, the density would, whereas in case of a dry air, the density would be more. Now, from this we can write that rho m divided by rho d will be less than 1, or we can say rho d divided by rho m will be greater than 1. Correct? Now, using this in this expression, we can say that means this particular value will be greater than 1. So, we can say that Vm is greater than Vd. That means velocity in moist air is greater than velocity in dry air. That means as the humidity increases, velocity of sound also increases. So this implies velocity increases as humidity increases. Perfect? Okay, so this is how we prove such small questions involving relationships.
Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.